I come from down in the valley where, mister, when you were young, they'd bring you up to do like your daddy done. Me and Mary met in high school when she was 17. We'd drive on out of this valley down to where the fields were green. Go down to the river, into the river we dive, down to the river we did ride. Then I got married pregnant, and man, that was all she wrote. For my 19th birthday, I got a union cord and a wedding coat. We went on down to the courthouse, and the judge laid it all to rest. No wedding smile, no walk down the aisle, no flowers and no wedding dress. Then we went down to the river, into the river we dived, down to the river we did ride. I got a job working construction with the Johnstown Company. Lately there ain't been much work on account of the economy, and the things that seem so important, mister, they vanished right into the air. I act like I don't remember, and Mary acts like she don't care. But I remember driving in my brother's car, body tan and wet, down at the reservoir. At night on those banks I'd lie awake, holding her close just to feel each breath she'd take. Those memories come back to haunt me like a curse. Is a dream my life that don't come true, or is it something worse that sends me down to the river when I know the river is dry? Down to the river tonight, down to the river, my baby and I go down to the river we ride. Hello, folks. I think you might enjoy this. Tonight's menu. I'm doing an old Fats Domino song. I'm ready. I'm doing a Leonard Cohen song, a recent Leonard Cohen song, The Darkness. I'm doing a Bruce Springsteen song, The River, the only Springsteen song I do. A French instrumental, a musette, called Cruel Tendresse, which I am told means cruel tenderness. Schadenfreude. And then there's Guabi. Guabi Guabi. I guess you call it Guabi Guabi. The guy's name is Guabi, but the song's name is Guabi Guabi. Those are them. Well, I'm ready, and I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Yes, I'm ready, and I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Come on now, pretty baby, we're gonna don't send me no letters, 'cause I can't read. It won't be long till I'll be gone. But we're gonna rock and roll now all night long, because I'm ready. And I'm willing. Waiting in on Maple, so you better come along with me. We're gonna rock and roll until the morning light breaks. Don't send me no letters, 'cause I can't read. It won't be long till I'll be gone. But we gon' rock and roll now all night long, because I'm ready. And I'm willing. Waiting in on Maple, so you better come along with me. We're gonna rock and roll until the morning light breaks. We're gonna rock and roll till the morning light breaks. Thank you. Fats Domino. Probably Dave Bartholomew. Yes. And I've located a tape of my band from about 1990. Yes, my rock and roll band, Johnny Vermont, with my brother Bob on harmonica. And I'm going to try to convert that to this format and show you some next week. Good evening, folks. Good morning, folks. Good afternoon, folks. Yeah, that's me. For better or worse, that's how I look. You know, it's pretty hard to tell how much of it I'm actually seeing, because when you look in the mirror, you don't actually see anything objective. It's still entirely subjective. You look in the mirror and you see what you want to see. It's very interesting. I read an interesting piece in the New Yorker about a man who, well, like the talented Mr. Ripley, you know, a guy who forged identities and fooled people and stole money and stuff. This is another one. And the victim who wrote the story, was explaining how the guy didn't really fool him, the guy let him fool himself. And I think that's an important point. Yes, you fool yourself. Nobody fools you. They let you fool yourself. Okay. I think you might enjoy this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that was 98% there. A definite improvement over last time. Last time was probably closer to 90, 92. One of the things that might be good on this show is I'm watching a guest in the control room. She found out what she wants to find out, and now she's back out, closing the door. Click. The doors have a really healthy click around here, I must say. It's been renovated and everything is up to code. Everything, except me. I may violate a couple of codes, I don't know. I'm a real old timer. Got worn out cartilage, worn out ideas, misconceptions that will never be reconceived. I was thinking the other day about how people don't like to change their mind. And very often, if they think something that doesn't work anymore, they don't want to hear about it. It's too much trouble to change their mind. This is referred to as chauvinism. Male chauvinism just means that it's from the male point of view about women. But Chauvin was a follower of Napoleon. And by the time everyone else was saying, Napoleon has lost it, we got to get him out of there, he's over the hill. Chauvin was the only one who said, no, he's our leader, he's our emperor, he's our king, he's our guy. You can't desert Napoleon. He's the guy. We got to stick with him. He knows what to do. So chauvinism became the word for sticking with something that doesn't work anymore. I guess you could apply that to a few things. I wonder what it would sound like in here if an F-35 passed overhead. I guess you could hear it through the microphone. Interesting. Maybe someday we'll see. But maybe we won't, since they all cost about $150 million each. I mean, that's a lot of money. We could do a lot of other things with that money. But the military is very sure of itself. That's why it's the military. I can't remember which general said it, whether it was Churchill or Eisenhower or Lee, or I don't know which general it was, but he said, a general who's afraid to be wrong should not be in there. This week I found out that Andrew Jackson was an SOB. He was a horrible guy. I hate him. Why? Because he approved every single get rid of the Indians ruling. They broke all the treaties and they let the Indians die and they banished them to Wyoming and Montana and such. And they killed a lot of them and they didn't treat them well. And Lincoln thought we should treat them well. And Andrew Jackson did not. I hate Andrew Jackson. If he did anything admirable, you'll have to tell me about it, because I don't know what he could have done that could outweigh that. Mad at Andrew Jackson. Just read that yesterday. Terrible. I hate that. I hate the Holocaust too. Let's go to the TV. Yes, the TV. There's nothing like being on TV. Well, there's nothing like anything, you could say. I mean, what's like a ham sandwich? What's like a cannoli? What is like a sunny day? Sound like Jeopardy. What is like Jeopardy? Every other game show. What is like hip hop? What is like anything? This is from Africa. It's in Zulu. Guabi is someone's name. The guy's saying, Guabi, Guabi, I'm in love. I got a girl, she's really nice, and I'm going to give her buns, candy, which is easy weechy, and le banana. I'm going to give her bananas. He's really sweet on this girl. He's going to give her sweets. I always figured it was something about how the bananas were easy to reach. Easy weechy, le banana. Not so. I heard it from the Jim Kweskin Jug Band, from Fritz Richmond. Fritz Richmond, wonderful player, wonderful guy, as far as I know. Wonderful all around. And unfortunately, he's passed away, R.I.P. There's the original one is on YouTube also. George, he's got this name that I can't recognize. It's sort of Portuguese, African. It starts with an S. I should have written it down. But they have the original. It's pretty amazing to be able to hear the original finally. Sorry, my Zulu is so bad. It's probably the equivalent of a guy saying, "Come and get your nice banana," or one of those things, you know. Once, when I was working in a health food store in New York, a man came in and said, in turn, to everyone in the store, "You be bunny? You be bunny? You be bunny? You be bunny?" And everybody just looked at him. So he walked out the door. And all of a sudden, it came to me, do you speak Spanish? He didn't say Espanol, which might have made more sense. Yupipani? Yupipani? So anyway, that's probably how I sound in Zulu in that song. I caught the darkness, drinking from your cup. I caught the darkness, drinking from your cup. I said, is this contagious? And you said, just drink it up. I got no future. I know my days are few, and the present's not that pleasant. Just a lot of things to do. Darkness got that too. I should have seen it coming. It was right behind your eyes. But you were young and it was summer. I just had to take the dive. When I knew it was easy, but darkness was the prize. Smoke no cigarette. I don't drink no alcohol. Ain't had much loving lately, but that's always been your call. I don't miss it, baby. I got no taste for anything at all. I used to love the rainbow. I used to love the view. I loved the early mornings. I'd pretend the world was new. The darkness, and I got it worse than you. I caught the darkness, and you said, just drink it up. The darkness. Let there be darkness. A lunatic smile is something people usually avoid on TV. Let's see, we have a picture of the TV, we have a picture of my face, we have a picture of, oh, what's the third one? I can't remember. Oh yeah, there's the picture, hi. There's this picture, then there's this picture on the TV behind me, and there's just this picture on the TV behind me. I mean, yeah, this is on the TV behind me. The other one is just on the TV, which is behind me. Well, is it still raining? It's been very rainy. May is often rainy up here. June is seldom rainy. What happened? Climate change. The changes are happening in the climate. Well, it's about that time. What time is that, you may ask? It's about time for you to watch something else, or stop watching and go outside. Or stop watching and get something done that you've been putting off a long time. I leave you. I leave you in the bosom of your home. I leave you to your computer. I leave you to the winds of fate. I leave you to a blank screen. And I leave you to your loved ones. May you all have them. Be happy. Let your world get bigger and bigger. Don't let it get smaller and smaller. Goodbye for now. Okay. Nice shot.